Welcome to Mr. Moon has left the building with me, Sam Palmer. Today's absolute nugget that coming out of the club is Slaven Bilić has been sounded out as the next potential manager. Someone we sacked, I think probably nearly 10 years ago, that we deemed wasn't good enough then. We had some good times with Bilic. Obviously, last year at Upton Park was fantastic under him. But how on earth are we here as a manager? A manager that has not had any high-profile jobs since he left us. I think he had one at West Brom. I think he brought him up in the playoffs and then got to the Premier League and was sacked because he was doing poorly. That kind of goes with West Brom a little bit. They weren't a great team. No offence to them, but obviously it was probably going to happen. But how are we here? Obviously, we've missed out on José. That won't be happening. He's taken the Benfica job. I think that was a real big miss. Quite gutted about that. I think that's the second time we've probably missed out on Jose, and I'm not happy about it. I think he would have been good for us. What it does seem, though, is Graham Potter's days are numbered, and we're going to go on this old cat and mouse chase now for weeks, where he gets a draw and it'll be, well, he's got 2 more games, and then he loses and loses. Oh, well, he's got 1 more game. The same old thing we do every time. Obviously, Nuno is still out there, but someone will take Nuno very quickly, I think. And we will miss out on him as well because we're not proactive. And then the name that I think puts fear down all of us, and it's just being kept in the background there, is Sean Dyche. I, for one, would not want to see Sean Dyche at our club because we hounded out David Moyes. And Sean Dyche, for me, is someone who plays a worse style of football than Moyes, and not the sort of manager I want at West Ham. We were supposed to be on a way of playing football changing. Looks like we're going to flip-flop that. Could Bilic do a job with us? Probably. It really does seem like we're at literally bottom of the barrel scraping. And I'll go back to Spurs, because they got it right. They sacked their manager, Ange, when we should have with Moyes, to be honest with you, when he was underperformed but won the trophy. And they went in and bought a top manager, paid a compensation and done it. We always rooting around in the bargain basements for an out-of-work manager, and we never go and get someone. We don't attract anyone, but to be honest with you, who on earth would come to West Ham? We don't know who's calling the shots there. We don't know who's bringing in the players. We don't know what our style is. We flip-flop with that every week. We don't really bring youth through. We have them around on the bench. I saw that statement yesterday put out by the club about like the youth and everything. When was the last time youth was in our team? Oldest team in the country. Talking about bringing youth through. Mark Noble's been tasked with bringing youth through. Good job there. We didn't brought any in. Declan Rice was the last one, and let's be honest, we bought him from Chelsea. We bought him in. Yeah, we'll take that one. But last 2 were Nobes and Tompkins. So, yeah, I'm actually getting more and more angry by the day at how bad we are, to be honest with you. Graham Potter's not the man. He might go and get a draw this weekend if he's lucky, or get a win if he's even lucky. I don't think so, because obviously you've got the protests going on this week. And it is weird that obviously the PR came out yesterday after the protests are going ahead this weekend and obviously next weekend. It's just a shambles. I just can't. It's so embarrassing being a West Ham fan at the minute that we're going through this again. We think we're a big club. Like, we're not. We're rooting around in managers that haven't managed, that we know a lot. It's another band-aid on saying, oh, get Bilic in, that might keep them happy for a little bit. Mate, come on. There's a reason these managers don't manage for years. It's because they've been found out or they're not good enough. As I say, I like Slav. He's a West Ham man. I honestly don't know who I'd say. And look, probably Nuno. But then he's got to be given back in, so you just don't know. Like, if I was a manager, would I go to West Ham? You're probably only really going to be pulling from a group of people who are out of work because they need the job and they're not getting other job offers. That's who we're pulling from at the minute, because we look like we are going down. Let me know what you think below to Bilic and who you'd like to come in and what's going on at the club at the minute. I'm in, like, honestly, I'm so over it all at the minute that it hurts me seeing what we've become, because every day there is something new. Last week it was bringing back a 40-year-old goalkeeper that we'd let go in the summer, who's now going to probably be our starting keeper over the guy we bought for 20 million. You couldn't make it up. Anyway, another day of being a West Ham fan. Come on, you Lions.